Hello darling, and welcome to your 2-minute Aurelion Soul Guide. Let's go! Aurelion's passive, Cosmic Creator, is a stacking mechanic which strengthens his abilities throughout the game. This will make more sense as I explain Aurelion Soul's abilities. Aurelion's Q, Breath of Light, is a straight line beam of starfire. Before his Q reaches level 5, it lasts for 3.25 seconds. Aurelion is immobile while using this ability, however you can move it around to point it in different directions. Once his ability reaches level 5, his Q's duration lasts for a whopping 160 seconds. Furthermore, each second his beam hits the same target, they receive a burst of magical damage. This burst damage also deals max health damage. The more stacks of Stardust Aurelion has, the higher the max health damage becomes. Aurelion's W, Astral Flight, launches Aurelion to fly in a straight line after a short charge-up time. While he is flying, he can use any of his abilities and his Q during flight becomes even stronger. If Aurelion scores a takedown within 3 seconds of damaging a target, his W's cooldown is reduced by 90%. The more Stardust Aurelion has, the further the distance he can travel. Aurelion's E, Singularity, is an AoE black hole that sucks in enemies towards the center of this ability. Enemies inside the center of the ability are executed when they fall below a certain amount of health. Champions or epic monsters that die in the center of this ability grant 5 Stardust, large minions and monsters grant 3 Stardust, and small minions grant 1 Stardust. The area of his E increases with Stardust, and so does the execute threshold. Aurelion's R, Falling Star, deals damage in an AoE area after falling for 1.25 seconds. Enemies inside are stunned for 1 second, and each enemy hit grants Aurelion 5 Stardust. Once Aurelion learns this ability, every 75 Stardust collected empowers his ultimate. During his empowered Falling Star, it falls for 2 seconds, however the damage dealt is increased by 25%, the area is larger, and enemies are knocked up for 1 second. This ability then sends out a massive shockwave that slows and reveals enemies who are hit. Start with your E first, then Q, then W, while taking points in your R when you can. You should max your Q first, then your E, then your W. Most online guides will recommend you to take First Strike primary with Sorcery secondary, but I actually think Arcane Comet primary with Inspiration secondary is much better. Tough matchups for Aurelion will be Fizz, Kassadin, Kiana, and Katarina, whereas easier matchups will be Malzahar, Hui, Oriana, and Yasuo. The items on the left side of the screen are what I'd recommend for a standard Aurelion, whereas the items on the right are what I'd recommend for a one-shot Aurelion. Here are some examples on how to play Aurelion. You can use his E with his Q to clear minion waves to stack your Stardust. You can use his high damage to burst the enemies and then recast your W to move even further across the map to secure a quadra kill. You can use his empowered R to save your allies' lives and then also pick up a free kill. And you can also use his W to approach an enemy from an unsuspecting position to burst them out. I really like Aurelion Soul because he offers a unique playstyle to the game that most other champions don't have. While you start off insanely weak and will most likely lose the early game, if you continue stacking your Stardust and make a few good roams to pick up some kills, you will suddenly become a massive problem for the enemy team. I hope you like this 2-minute guide for Aurelion Soul, the Star Forger, and please remember to give this video a like and subscribe if you found the content useful. With that said, have a great week guys. Bye!